Hello, witches. I am High Priestess Autumn Phoenix. I am here live at Spirit Halloween near City Point in Brooklyn, New York, near the Barclays Center. It just opened up a couple of days ago, so I thought that I would come here and live stream about all the things that they have in the store and just bring Halloween, Samhain a little bit early into our homes as witches. Most of you know that Halloween is indeed my favorite holiday. Samhain, which is the witches' new year, is my favorite Sabbath. I love Halloween. That's my favorite holiday. My favorite thing to be growing up was a witch, a cat, a maid. I was even Barbie at one time. I just love Halloween. When Halloween comes around, when Samhain comes around, witches feel their most alive. Witches feel their best. Witches are at the height of their power. Witches have it going on throughout the entire month of October. So be sure to go ahead and share this live broadcast with a witch or two or three. Tell them that there is a high priestess here in New York who is anointed and appointed by the Queen of Witches, Hecate, to be a voice for witches who have ears to hear and hands to receive Hecate's best. So come with me as I look at all the things that we have coming out for Halloween and Samhain. As witches, we know that Halloween decorations is really home decor for us all year long. So we may be looking for Halloween decorations, or we may just be getting normal things for the house. This is a great store. Ever since Party City went out of business, there's just Spirit Halloweens popping up everywhere. But finally, they have started opening up in New York, which is a little strange because it usually opens up the first 5 days of September. Next month is October, the season of the witch. Our time, the month of October, belongs to witches. Okay? The entire month belongs to witches. Some people who are Christian, anybody of the Abrahamic faith may not like this, but the entire month of October belongs to us. That's it. That's all, period. October is when we celebrate our loved ones that have since passed away, also known as Samhain. Samhain means summer's end. It is the last day before we enter the colder month of November and December. I hate to say it, but Spirit Halloween is expensive, but they have better stuff. They always had better stuff than Party City. Always. So when it comes to Samhain, because as witches we know that Samhain and Halloween are not the same holiday. Samhain marks the end of summer and the harvest. It's the beginning of the dark, cold winter, a time of year that used to be associated with death, and now is death, in which you can also communicate with your ancestors. October 31st is when the veil between the living and the dead is at its thinnest. This is the best time to communicate with loved ones, maybe reconcile with loved ones. Maybe you did not have an opportunity to say goodbye to someone you lost. So Samhain is the perfect time to do that. Halloween, I have always felt as a witch, is the one time of the year when witches can walk around freely and nobody would be the wiser that they are the real thing, that they are a actual witch. I have always felt that October 31st is the one day of the year when witches feel the safest, because anybody can dress up in a costume and say they are a witch, but are they a real, bona fide, legit, authentic, genuine witch, or are they just cosplaying as one? You are either a witch or not. There is no area of gray. And the whole month of October, even the last days of September, you just feel the energy in the air changing. You feel that shift. You feel your ancestors, that many of you witches work alongside, calling you to honor them, to remember them, to welcome them to a dumb supper, to lay out candles and pictures of them, to lay out food on the altar for them. Forget about what you heard about Halloween, Samhain being the devil's birthday. It's not. Samhain on October 31st is the witch's new year. It is the time to begin again. And I feel like this Halloween, this Samhain is different. It has not been a great year so far, witches. We have seen the headlines. It has not been a great year so far. It's been pretty surprising, pretty shocking. But as witches, we don't pay too much attention to those things because we knew these things were coming. We knew these days were coming. Well, witches who have ears to hear and truly gifted with psychic abilities knew these days that are so hard, so surprising, so shocking, sometimes even a little bit traumatic. We knew these days were coming. But when you're in a place like Spirits of Halloween and you're surrounded around all the things that make Halloween, witches feel happy. I would say that Spirit Halloween and even Party City was witches' happy place. I mean, Party City was kind of tame. Spirit Halloween has much more graphic costumes, animatronics, accessories, makeup, a little bit more of a shock factor. That's my type of Halloween that I like. Shocking. I like things that, when it comes to Halloween, that are macabre. Well, listen, I'm a Scorpio. I like dark things. I love Halloween. I love being scared. I love scaring people. That's just in my nature as a Scorpio. I can't help that. I cannot help that. That's just part of being a Scorpio. Scorpios, many of us live for Halloween. Many of us feel that change in the air. Many of us cannot wait for October. Many witches just never want it to be Halloween or Samhain because the next day is November the 1st. But for us as witches, I believe that we want it to be October all year long. All year long. We never want it to be October 31st because we know it will come to an end. It will come to an end. And I also believe, going back to being a Scorpio, that's why Scorpios are so drawn to Halloween. Because of the supernatural, the paranormal, the frightening, the macabre we see in places like Spirit Halloween. Remember, the ruling planets for Scorpios are Mars and Pluto. Life and death. Life after death. The macabre. The frightening. The scary. The spooky. The supernatural. The paranormal. The mysterious. We love all of these things. I do, at least. I'm just like, I love it. I love it. The only exception is my own birthday. But when you come into Spirit Halloween, Target, Walmart, anything, hell, even Dollar Tree selling Halloween decorations, I feel like I always have to go in with a list of what I want to buy. So I don't end up buying everything that I see that I think I need but don't really do need. But like I said, a lot of witches go into these stores in October, not for Halloween decorations, but for home decor. For home decor. For me personally, I'm not sure yet. I probably will carve a little baby pumpkin, baby jack-o'-lantern. It's not easy carving a pumpkin because it's so thick, but I'm going to try it this year. I did it years ago, but I really want like a real pumpkin with a real candle inside of it. You can use LED candles, that's fine too. But I really want to get that feel of Halloween. I'm too old now. I'm 34. I'm too old to be going trick-or-treating. Even though I can make myself look young, I can make myself look like a 12-year-old, 11-year-old. I really put my mind to it with lots of makeup. But now, I celebrate mostly, now that I'm a witch, I mostly celebrate Samhain to honor my ancestors that have passed away before me. Because that's the one night of the year, the 31st of October, when that veil between the living and the dead is at its thinnest. It really is just a veil that separates the living from the dead. It really is just a veil that separates the living from the dead. But on October 31st, that veil is at its thinnest. That's why so many witches have so much supernatural, paranormal activity happens to them in October. Or maybe even the end of September. Maybe even now. Today is October 20th. Tomorrow is actually Mabon. Tomorrow is actually autumn equinox. Tomorrow is the first day of autumn. Tomorrow is the first day of autumn. Tomorrow is Mabon, when day and night are at equal length. Tomorrow is the first day of autumn. That's my favorite season. That's my favorite season because we have Halloween, Samhain, Thanksgiving, and my birthday. But my birthday is before Thanksgiving. So it would be Halloween, my birthday, Thanksgiving. Yes, tomorrow, witches, is Mabon, the first day of autumn. We are coming alive. Many of you witches watching this live broadcast right now can feel it. You feel that electricity in the air. You feel that need to go to your altars to do witchcraft so that you may have real, significant, and permanently positive change. You feel the need. Many of you witches have to stop honoring your ancestors because some of you have gotten a little bit lazy or just stop entirely. Let me say this about honoring your ancestors. Not every ancestor wants to work with you. Some ancestors do want to rest in peace. Okay? And peace. Not all ancestors want to work with you. Some actually do want to rest in peace. They may have worked all their lives. They don't want to work no more. They're tired. So you really do have to ask them. You can't force them to work with you. I said this years ago, but I'm going to say it again. The living has no ownership over the dead. The dead has no ownership over the living. You really do have to ask your ancestors if they want to work with you while you are also doing witchcraft, because some don't. Some really do just want to rest in peace. That's it. Maybe they have worked their whole lives and now they're tired. They want to rest in peace. They finished their race. They did all the work that they were meant to do before they left their world. And they don't want to work overtime in the afterlife alongside you. And that's fine. Maybe that's not for you. Maybe working with your ancestors is not for you. And it'll be fun. Some fucking ambulance coming by outside the store. You know how it is that you know how it is downtown Brooklyn in New York. There's always some shit going on down there. All the damn time. Ambulance, fucking fire truck, fucking police car. All the fucking time. That's New York. That's New York for you. So I really love everything they have here so far in Party City. Not Party City. Not Party City. And Spirit Halloween. Spirit Halloween. I'm in Spirit Halloween. Party City is no more. I am in Spirit Halloween. You see, you're so used to seeing Party City everywhere. And now that it's gone, you confuse the two. You confuse Spirit Halloween and Party City. Party City is gone. It's not a store anymore. So, all right, I'm about to wrap this up. Once again, I am High Priestess Autumn Phoenix, anointed and appointed by the Queen of Witches Hecate to be a voice for witches who have ears to hear and hands to receive Hecate's best. If you have not already done so, go ahead and share this broadcast with a witch or two or three to let them even know that Spirit Halloween in downtown Brooklyn near City Point, near the Barclays Center, has finally opened up. And I know it's kind of, like I said at the beginning of this broadcast, I know it's kind of late, right? Spirit Halloween is usually open September 5th. Today is September 20th. And don't forget, witches, tomorrow is Mabon, Autumn Equinox, the first day of autumn. Tomorrow, summer ends. Finally, summer ends tomorrow. Tomorrow is when day and night are at equal lengths. You can see it outside your own window, how beautiful it is. Autumn, I'll say this, autumn in New York, the leaves are beautiful, especially in Central Park, Bryant Park, and Prospect Park. It's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. If you have not been to New York in autumn, you need to get here. You need to get here. And you need to get yourself in Spirit Halloween. Stick to a budget and buy only what you want. That's what I do. When I come to Spirit Halloween, I only buy what I want. Because if I don't, I'm going to go way over what I would normally spend. But they have nice stuff in Spirit Halloween. That's why it's so expensive. And because of, inflations and tariffs, whatever the fuck it's called. But other than that, I'll leave you now with the rest of what's in Spirit Halloween. And I'll speak to you witches next time. Bye, everyone.